So I don't know where to start right now in this moment. I think there's so many things that sometimes in our mind, in our heart, that we struggle to put into words. We feel it, we sense it, we can put it all together in the labyrinth of our mind, but actually turning it into words and making it somehow translatable to others is difficult. And I think we experience separation from one another because of the barrier of our own language and our own ideas. We use language and we use ideas and we use mythologies as mediums of understanding. And these mediums of understanding are ultimately to create, presumably to create connection, with one another and to create connection with the divine, and perhaps to recognize that the divine is within us all and we are all part of the divine. And I'm simply using those terms. See, I'm using these terms. I realize you may use the term God or Allah or something like that. Ironically, we inadvertently create separation and division within ourselves and among ourselves because we become so attached to our ideas of what is correct, what is right, what is wrong. My version of truth is better than your version of truth. My religion is righter than your religion. If you go to my church, I'll be your friend. If you don't go to my church, I won't be your friend. If you go to this certain group, you can be my friend. If you don't go to this certain group, you can't be my friend. I just had a client that experienced real isolation, real rejection as a child because the mothers of her friends said that they couldn't be friends with her because she didn't go to the certain church group. Just think about that. You are going to church to learn about God and Christ and the love of Christ and the forgiveness of Christ and the divinity within, and yet you can't be friends with someone who doesn't go to a certain group. If you believe in God, you believe that all things were created by God. You believe that you are a part of God and that God is within all things and everyone. And even as I'm speaking, I know that there are words in your head, there are arguments forming and developing that are promoting separation between you and I, between you and other people. We're constantly creating this separateness, and that separateness is what ultimately reveals the justification for harm. We commit violence to one another. We allow violence to happen. We say it's not us doing it, but we don't raise our voices against it. We don't put our necks on the line against it. We don't stand up and say out loud that the violence and the negativity and the separation is wrong. We believe that if we stay silent, we just go about our business, that somehow we aren't contributing to it. But we're all contributing to this culture of separation. We're all contributing to this perception that you think you're righter than someone else. You think you are more correct than someone else. You think your perception is better. We're all the same in the eyes of God. We're all a part of God. God is within. Your deeper sense of knowing that you've had your entire life is the wisdom that you need. That is the divine living within you. Listen to that voice. Take a step back from your thoughts. Take a step back from those feelings in your body that have been programmed by your family and programmed by your culture and programmed by the television. Take a step back from the ideas that tell you that this is correct and this is not correct. You are right and they are wrong. Your God is better than their God. You're righter and they're not right. The color of your skin is more important than their color of their skin. They're not welcome here because they come from a certain place or look a certain way. I would never follow or support anyone who promotes separateness or division or hate, or who motivates through lies and misdirection or flattery. We're all from the same place. We're all part of the same family. As long as you buy into the division that's created by your mind, by the language that you use to define your reality, you are going to be a part of a culture of hate, a culture of harm, a culture of separateness, a culture of trauma. And it is our collective trauma and the trauma we pass on generationally that perpetuates the pain in this world. And I know the only true way through that is to find peace within here. For me, that's what I'm working on, is peace within here. I recognize the only thing I can do is to be an example. I just shared with my client that I have pain in my life. I have things in life that are out of my control that I want to be different. The things that used to be happy, make me happy, have changed and shifted. If I hold on to the version of happiness that I experienced 5 years ago, I'm going to constantly not be willing and open and accepting of what is right in front of me. The beauty of this present moment. To be willing to accept and embrace this present moment and my connection with whoever is sitting right in front of me, then I'm going to be lost. I'm going to constantly perpetuate my own suffering and my own pain. So I'm no better, I'm no worse, I'm no different than you. I experience challenge every single day with my thoughts and my ideas and my attachments and my wants and my needs. I try to constantly bring myself back to this present moment and being fully accepting of this present moment and attaching my words and my actions to compassion in this present moment. I don't always do that well. I fail sometimes. But I do this for me. I do it for my children. I do it because I want to do my part in this time and place. The only reason I'm sharing this with you right now, I'm talking into my phone, is because I want to be honest and I want to be open and I want to share that with you. And I hope that maybe it will allow you to feel inspired to do that for yourself, to work on your own inner peace, to work on your own sense of compassion within yourself and outside of yourself, and to recognize the connection to the divine that is within you and the connection you have to all other people in this place that we call home. So keep moving forward. I genuinely have love for you. Hope you have a wonderful day.